We should be starting the program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you. The program in the next 6 minutes. So just bear with us, check your volume to ensure that when the program starts, you are all set with your audio. We should thank you.
Well, to give you, because he gave you his life story, I feel I must compete as well. My name is Sheila Ram. I came to Botswana in September 1980. And my first job was to teach physics at the University of Botswana to fourth year batch. And they were all older than me. So I've been here for many, many years in different roles. somewhere along the line, I became an entrepreneur, a technopreneur, and now an educator. So life has brought me through many different paths. I am so happy to have this. I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, broadcast.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm so happy that this graduation ceremony is happening. And let me welcome the team from the ministry. Right? Mr. Petlali. And we have our board member, Mema Kusitsile, and our advisory council chairperson, Professor Naomi Seboni. Here. My colleagues and co-workers from Botha University, and all of you teachers who are students. Just a bit of background on how this project started off. I think it was COVID. It shook our lives, pulled the rug from under our feet. Anybody who was in education was suddenly left without what we are familiar with. We know what happened. All of a sudden, we had no classrooms and no students, and we had to teach. So online teaching and learning, I'm sure all of you, not just in this course, but even with your normal lives during COVID, you figured that it's different from face-to-face teaching. I used to be an online student for my doctoral with the University of Liverpool. It was a long, hard journey, trust me. And it was only perseverance that finally paid back. So for students in online and for teachers in online, it's much more hard work than when we have a room of captive students that we can teach. Because the online is the cloud, right? It's amorphous. A student can be there and cannot be there. But teaching and learning still has to happen. So during COVID, when we felt we need to contribute to the nation, of course, we made a monetary contribution, but we sat down and we asked ourselves, what else can we do for the country? Because of a very strong distance learning campus that we have, which has been growing from strength to strength, and we offer all our postgraduate programs in the distance learning, blended in distance learning campus. That knowledge base, I mean, not just those who teach in the distance learning, but everybody who teaches at Botha University is very, very comfortable with technology and the pedagogy. Because we use quite a bit of this even for our normal classroom work. So this knowledge we had, and we felt that we should share this and support the country. So we offered to the ministry at that time, I think we said we will do 2,000 teachers or something. I think it was just a random number. But then at some point, it took many years, now that was 2020, it took almost 2 to 3 years by the time we actually sat down and signed an MOU, and we agreed we would do 4,500 teachers, which is, I think, your entire secondary, senior secondary school teachers. And the project started in March this year. So in many ways, I see this as a partnership between us as a university and the ministry. We work with the ministry in many different ways because many of our students get funded by the ministry as well. So that's a different relationship we have. But then I think what is most important is that all of us form part of the same ecosystem. The students you train come to us as a university. So we are at that end of that pipeline. If you take a student's life cycle, you know, they go through primary, secondary, tertiary. So we kind of do a baton exchange, I would say. We're like running a relay. You do the work and then hand them over to us, and then we work from there. So this is in many ways a partnership between yourselves as teachers and us as a university as well. In so many ways, I think this is also our way of saying thank you to all the teachers in Botswana. Because the work that you do, we want to recognize it. Because you do amazing work. If you don't do what you do, when these students come into our classrooms, where is Ivy here? She just, there, yeah. She's the person who runs our academics. She will tell you that when student quality drops, it really shakes up our system because we have at the other end, the industry, the work world, who are waiting for these products to go to them. And so we end up being so grateful to you for the work that you do because the students, despite all the constraints that you face, and I know there are numerous constraints, we work very closely with schools as well. I think in the past 5 years, we have partnerships that we have built with many schools in terms of strengthening STEM, in terms of award ceremonies and supporting schools with wherever we can. But this to me was the big thing that we wanted to do for the country. Because 4,500 teachers on a proper curriculum, because the online teaching and learning, pedagogy and technology, that's the name of this course, is a proper certifiable program recognized by VQA and HRBC. So it is not a workshop, it's not a webinar, it's not informal learning, it is formal learning because that's what we wanted to do, something that will leave behind a solid evidence of your learning in terms of a certificate. So the training started, I know, in March, and we are hoping to finish by the end of November as the plan goes. The target is 4,500 teachers. 3,000 teachers have registered and have undergone training at different stages, I would say. But those of you who are here represent 868 graduates totally who have completed the program. Okay. Of the 868, 838 have received, are going to receive a certificate of achievement, which means you have seen the program through, completed the assessment as well. And I think there are about 30 teachers who will get a certificate of attendance, which means they haven't finished the assessment, and I'm hoping that they find the energy to do it. And I'm also hoping that the others out of the 3,000 who are still in the pipeline, hoping to finish everything, will find inspiration from your folks. Yes, so that's what we feel. You know how the program runs. I'm not going to talk about it. It's a 30-day program with 2.5 hours of learning on a weekly basis. And that's quite a lot, honestly. It's quite a lot of learning. I hate to put a commercial value on this, but if we did put a commercial value on the contribution that both the university have done to the nation, it runs into millions of people. Because training this number on a proper certifiable program at no cost really is a contribution. And this is what we wanted to do. We are not into distributing blankets and other things. We'd rather share our knowledge. So I I really feel good because our team, and hats off to our team. Brighton is one of the representatives. Tidimalo Pence should also be here, but unfortunately, he's got. Oh, is he there? Oh, you managed to come. Great to see you. Okay, there you are. These are the people who actually worked so hard. I remember sitting with them almost a year ago when we were breaking our heads on what should be the content of this, how deep should we go? Because when we start teaching, we can go very deep. We are a university at the end of the day. The knowledge base is really big. But what will be more meaningful for yourself so you can then take it up from there and then build it further? Because I remember having that conversation. They have done a great job, and I'll tell you why I know they have done a great job. Because we take feedback from all of you, right? Everybody who attended the program did a feedback. 98% of the teachers who went on this program said they found this extremely useful and allows them to do what they have. Yes, if you want to build upon this and move it further, you never know. There are other things that you can come and get in touch with us. We have a postgraduate diploma in educational technology, a specific one. It's an amazing program. Then, of course, we have all the other master's programs, curriculum development, the MED and others. So if you feel technology-based teaching and learning is where you want to go, where you want to build your strength in, look at that for yourself. I definitely ask you to consider it because it's online. And once you have been on an online program, a whole new world opens up for self-development and for improvement. I urge you to think along those lines as well. Once again, I want to thank the ministry for, taking this partnership up. I know it's not easy to coordinate and get this off the ground. So, ma'am and Mr. Setlari, this is indeed, great work from yourselves because teachers are all over the country. We know there are connectivity issues. Teachers have big workloads. We know that too. They have to find time and do this in their spare time. But trust me, when the digitization of secondary education really gets momentum, because I know right now many parts of the puzzle are still trying to work themselves out. The devices are there. The learning management system, I think, is almost there. Content, you're starting to develop your content. It takes a while for this whole new kind of online teaching and learning stack to be completed. We know we did that when we set up on becoming a distance learning provider. Oh, I love this new little think of the world we will offer her, because the world of education, online, be it classroom, be it blended, whatever it is, has now become seamless. There is knowledge everywhere, all the time, available. It's like on tap nowadays. If you want to learn something, you just have to reach out for it. I also urge you to look up Coursera and other learning platforms. You'll find a lot of very valuable material there. Okay. So just keep developing yourselves. This is what I would urge, because the students you produce are the future of this country. And we are with you in this. So once again, I want to say thank you to all the teachers. I hope you liked the project. This was our way of giving back to the country. And I'm so happy we have got to this point where we are now doing a graduation. Thank you.
Another round of applause. Such very comprehensive words. I think this project is a testament of the partnership that exists between the government of Botswana and the private sector, specifically Utu University. As a university, we have so much zeal when it comes to giving back to the community. And this project is one of those cornerstone projects that we really did put everything, all resources on the ground to make sure that it did happen. Thank you so much, VC, for that. We are going to continue with our program, and next on our lineup will be Mr. Pence. But before he comes, I'm one person who loves flexing. Flexing with words. You know, when I was young, I used to always write down big words. I'm doing this while this Mr. Pence is sorting himself out to come, right? So I used to love big words. When I was in primary school, my favorite word was photosynthesis. So I would try to find every small opportunity to use the word photosynthesis. Even when I'm asked to pray, I say, Lord, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for photosynthesis. That is what I used to do. But I have grown now, I'm a professional. I haven't stopped that habit of flexing. So now I flex with the word pedagogy. By the way, this course was divided into two. We had the technology side and the pedagogy side. I was teaching technology, but my favorite word or flex word is pedagogy. Any small opportunity I get, I use the word pedagogy. So in the meeting yesterday, we were having a meeting to finalize this graduation. And towards the end, when everyone was dying, I decided to start flexing. I lifted up my hands. It was an online meeting. And they said, "Oh, Mr. Banda, you have raised your hand." I said, yeah, absolutely. We cannot have a successful graduation without considering pedagogy. And everybody was quiet. What are you saying? You know, you could hear a pin drop in the online meeting. What is Mr. Banda saying? And then somebody said, I know, can you clarify what you mean, Mr. Banda? Then I realized I think I've eaten more than I can chew in this one. So I did the greatest online trick that everyone does. When you are stuck, you mute the microphone. So you know pedagogy, we need to consider it, and then I muted the microphone. And waited for some 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, I said, "So you understand what I mean?" He said, "No, we didn't hear what you said, Mr. Ban." I said, "No, let me open up my video." So I opened up the video feed. So what I meant was, and then I cut off the audio feed again. And later on, I see it on again. So exactly, you said that's exactly what I meant. So somebody came to the rescue, obviously, and said, "You know what? I think Mr. Banner is having some technical issues here." So, but we get the gist of what he was trying to say. And I was saying, yes. And I was flexing. You know, I'm very popular now in the marketing office. There are beautiful ladies there. I'm very popular there. So anything that is organized from now on at Butu University, I'm going to be part of the organizing team. Because of that, you know, I flex. I'm sure next year, I'm looking at an opportunity at the academic board advisory council so that I can flex my pedagogy skills. This juncture, I'm so excited to welcome Mr. Titimalo Pence. He is the senior manager under the blended and distance learning campus. He was teaching a part of this project, a module called pedagogy.
Thank you so much, and greetings to everyone. Let me observe the presence of the director and our VC and your team and our esteemed graduates. Welcome to this graduation. I'm not as complicated as Mr. Banda. I'm just Titimalo Pence, who is from the bush. Actually, VC was saying I was stuck somewhere. I was actually stuck in the bush because all of a sudden my car just decided to stop moving while I was actually coming this side. So I got stuck in the bush with no help, but I managed. I'm here now, and I'm just going to be giving you an overview of the program or the project, but I'm not going to explain pedagogy like Mr. Banda actually said. I wish I could have the opportunity to mute myself, but there are people here present that will be seeing what I'm doing. So this project started with the signing of the memorandum between the Ministry of Education and Butu University on the 4th of August 2023. And the ambition was to train 4,000 teachers, like the VC said. And this ambition, we are actually achieving it because we have already registered 3,000 and we are now graduating more than 800. That is a very big achievement. This graduation comprises 3 cohorts. We have actually divided our training in 3 cohorts. There is cohort 1 up to cohort number 5. We have already completed cohort 1 to cohort 5, and you are part of cohort 1 to cohort 3, those that we are graduating today. Currently, cohort 4 is running, they are writing the examination this week, and next week we'll be starting with cohort number 5. And before I go further, those that could not complete the cohort for any reason, they can actually join in the cohort number 5, which is one cohort that we set up to cater for all those that could not manage to get what you are going to be getting today. So we have made it flexi for everyone to achieve at the end of the day. And the structure of our program was such that there is 20% of synchronous learning, where we were giving 2 hours, 30 minutes for each module, module A, which is pedagogy, and module B, technology. Every week, there was 2 hours, 30 minutes for each one of the programs, where we were doing a virtual session with all the students, and that is what we continue to do. And the other 80%, it's where now the students were learning on their own. All the content is loaded on Blackboard. We are using Blackboard Learn Ultra as our learner management system, or the visual learning environment, where our learners were learning through discussion forums, they were doing their quizzes. And this is actually what now made you to qualify to get your certificate, because you satisfied the 80% that was required and also the 20% that we required. And finally, the end test that you did. So that is the structure of our program, and that is how we were running it. And we'll be running cohort number 5 from next week up to the end. I'm not sure if it will be allowed to have cohort number 6, because our ambition is to complete this at the end of November. So if maybe we get a chance, we may consider cohort 6 to bring in those that could not manage to register for any other reason, to be able to come through into our program. And we are here today celebrating you, because we have actually achieved all that you came to achieve, the skills that you came for. And we are hopeful that the skills will actually benefit many of the students out there, because we are now enhanced in your teaching and learning. You now know that teaching and learning is about all students. When you sit down and start planning your teaching, you have to plan knowing who your students are and how do you plan to encompass all those students. There are issues of accessibility and inclusivity that we have actually talked about in every unit when we were teaching. And we expect that to be inculcated in your teaching and learning, so that all students are catered for and there is no student left behind. I think that would be the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pence. Let's put our hands together for him once again. We are so blessed. I was waiting for him to say pedagogy, but he didn't. Mr. Pence. Thank you so much, Mr. Pence. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I want to call upon our director, the director in the Department of ICT and Media Services, Mayor Lois Ngobe, to come forward and give us the keynote address.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I always like to address graduates because it's a solemn and happy occasion, celebrating the achievements of many people. But before we start celebrating, let me greet you appropriately by acknowledging the presence of the Vice Chancellor, her board members, Advisory Council, the Pro-Vice Chancellors, lecturers, and the team from ICT and Media Services. You are powerful. Also, but not least, the teachers themselves, who are the graduates, and the reason why we are celebrating today. It gives me a lot of pleasure to be here and address this occasion. The graduation ceremony of the online teaching, learning, pedagogy. It's a difficult word. I don't know how you flex it. I'm going to trip over it a number of times. The online teaching, learning, pedagogy, and technology course today marks a significant milestone in our nation's journey toward digital transformation, particularly in the realm of education. In today's rapidly evolving world, technology has become indispensable in every aspect of our lives. Education, as a cornerstone of societal progress, cannot afford to lag behind. Integrating technology into the classroom has the potential to revolutionize teaching and learning, making it more engaging, personalized, and effective. Online learning platforms, interactive tools, and digital resources offer students access to a vast array of educational materials and opportunities. These technologies also enable teachers to deliver more innovative and engaging lessons, fostering a deeper understanding of complex concepts. You see, teachers, we are targeting very high through you. Boto University, as a leader in technology and community development, stands recognized for the contribution to education and innovation that they are making. We recognize you, Boto, for the contribution you are making today and previously. We know you are a very valuable partner, and we look forward to continued partnerships. I think they need to be. The government of Botswana is committed to harnessing the power of technology to drive development and improve the quality of life for all citizens. Since the approval of the National ICT Policy, also known as MyTamo, in 2007, the government of Botswana has made many advancements in the integration of ICT in education. Computer science teachers have been trained, some of you are here. Computer labs have been built, you are aware. And computer science is now being taught in all secondary schools, to varying degrees, I'll have to admit. But it's there, it's an advancement. However, the rapid developments in technology and industrial innovations have demanded that further change be effected in our education system. We are not there yet. We have started, but we need to go further. We are going further today. The National Transformation Strategy of 2023 has clearly articulated that in order to propel the nation towards the Vision 2036 Pillar 1 of sustainable economic development and arrive at the envisioned knowledge-based economy, the education sector must implement education methodology reforms and improvements in education outputs inclusive of technology and innovation. It has been said multiple times that in order for this nation to get to that knowledge-based economy, education plays the key role. And education can only get there with the help of technology, because the 21st century requires skills in technology. It requires, it's not optional anymore. In recognition of the need for reform and the embrace of technology, the Ministry of Education and Skills Development has embarked on the School Digitalization Project, which aims to provide individualized ICT devices to all teachers and all learners from Standard 5 to Form 5, as well as mobile ICT labs for use by pre and lower primary learners to every primary school. So everybody, technology, everybody. As you are aware, senior secondary schools have been provided with these devices, and ministry is now working to provide the same to teachers in junior secondary schools and lecturers in TLET institution and tertiary colleges. It's a big endeavor that this government has invested in. It's very big, but it's just not negotiable. It's required. It's a requirement of development. Hence, we are moving forward. Capacity building of teachers in the use of these devices in the classroom is therefore paramount to ensure that the nation realizes the transformation and the impact so that it reaches that end goal of a knowledge-based economy. Capacity building is critical. The National Transformation Strategy further directs that the private sector must assume a leading role in the shaping and execution of sector strategies. We are here today because Boto University has taken this instruction to heart by generously offering to train 4,500 teachers on online teaching and learning pedagogy and technology. They have answered the call of the nation. This course is a crucial component of our digitalization efforts. By equipping teachers with the skills and knowledge to effectively utilize technology in their classrooms, we are laying the foundation for a more inclusive and equitable education system. The ministry is happy to have Boto University as a partner to enhance the digital skills of teachers in our schools. And we are pleased with the comprehensive program that they have delivered. You heard them say it is a BQA certified course. It's not just a Smalingana workshop. You are going to be receiving certificates today that really have power and value. You are aware, teachers, that we are moving towards professionalization of the teaching cadre. Botepo is coming up. You will be applying for your licenses. This certificate will add value to that license, I guarantee you. Teachers who have not yet completed the course, remember those words. You need this certificate. It's important, not just for licensing, but also for your profession. Teachers play a pivotal role in shaping the minds of the next generation. In the digital age, their responsibilities have expanded to include not only imparting knowledge, but also preparing students for a rapidly changing world. This course has provided teachers with the tools and skills they need to navigate the digital landscape and create engaging and effective online learning experiences. By developing their pedagogical expertise in online teaching and learning, they are better equipped to meet the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. I am reliably informed that the course was quite challenging. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. There were challenges of connectivity and workload. I'm aware. But the perseverance of today's graduates must be recognized and applauded. Persevered through trials and tribulations, but you did persevere and you are recognized for that. Your determination to upgrade yourself in digital pedagogy and technology skills is testament to your dedication to the teaching profession. I urge you all to continue to persevere and to assist your colleagues that were unable to complete the course to also build their skills. And of course, to be confident and creative and innovative as you translate your learnings to the classroom for the benefit of your learners. Please encourage those that haven't completed to complete. If those cannot complete, at least help them to pick one or two things. You are skilled. Translate that skills to others. That's what you do, you are teachers. The field of education is constantly evolving, and it is imperative for teachers to stay abreast of the latest trends and developments. This includes staying informed about new technologies, pedagogical approaches, and best practice in online learning. Continuous professional development is essential for teachers to remain relevant and effective in their roles. By investing in your professional growth, we as a ministry are investing in the future of the nation. Your growth is the growth of the nation. And we encourage you to continue to grow. You are teachers. You are inclined to learn.
Yes.
Please pursue beyond today and forevermore. And translate what you have learned and what you are learning to your learners. And that's how the nation will grow and reach that knowledge-based economy. Today, we celebrate the achievements of our graduates and the success of this course, indeed the success of this course. Their dedication, graduates, and hard work have equipped them with the skills and knowledge to become effective online educators. As they return to their classrooms, they will undoubtedly contribute significantly to the digital transformation of our education system. You are transformers. I would like to commend Boto University for its commitment to providing quality education and its valuable contribution to our national development. I also wish to express my gratitude to the MESD team for their efforts and support in making this initiative successful. Together, we can create a brighter future for Botswana. By empowering our teachers and our students to embrace the opportunities and the challenges of the digital age. You are the future, and you are developing the future at the same time. It's not always easy to keep pace, but you have proven yourselves to be dedicated and persevering. I have no doubt that you will drive this nation to that knowledge-based economy we so desire. Thank you very much.
Another big round of applause. Such very serious nuggets of wisdom that we are getting from the director. I'm going to quote verbatim. One of the things that she mentioned was your perseverance must be recognized and rewarded. She really emphasized on the issue of perseverance. And as one of the teachers, I can give you a testimony to that it was not an easy experience, you know, apart from the fact that when I was teaching, I was a hybrid, putting a suit on top and the pajamas at the bottom. You know the advantages of teaching online, but there were real challenges, serious challenges. In fact, today, apart from you graduating with a certificate of attendance or a certificate of achievement, you're actually graduating with another sublineal qualification, which is a certificate in patience and tolerance. Yes. Why? Because the examination was probably easier than your Wi-Fi connection. It was a bigger exam, the connectivity and all the challenges that you had to go through. Now, this course is called Online Teaching and Learning. And as we were teaching it to you, you'd realize that we're giving you teaching concepts from a pedagogical point of view and from a technology point of view. But the learning aspect, we never spoke about it because it was experiential learning. You're going through it with all the hectic schedules. Teachers were saying, no, we are going through these 4PE trainings, we are going through examinations, there are lots of things happening, but you still endured, and the perseverance has been awarded. And let's give a round of applause. On that note, we have now come to the moment that all of us have been waiting for. The graduation. While this Director Ngobe and our VC and our PVCs were here, we're going to help us with the graduation. I'm going to call you forward, not now, I'm going to call you forward after this segment to come and award the scrolls to our graduates. So what we are going to do, we are not going to read out the names, because we are talking of a whooping 868 graduates. Only 30 are getting a certificate of attendance, and 830 are receiving a certificate of achievement. And it was rigorous. Get a certificate of attendance. Here was the criteria. You are supposed to attend the course. By attending, we are meaning attending the synchronous classes, doing the quizzes, discussion forums on Blackboard, 80% plus of the two courses, the pedagogy and the technology, 80% plus, and it was very rigorous. Over and above that, you were supposed to pass a final examination, which was very tricky, but you had to pass that final exam with at least 50% plus. So it took a lot of perseverance. So your perseverance is definitely getting rewarded today. So we are going to start with the online segment of it. I want to engage my online colleagues and say congratulations to you. And we are going to start with the online part of the graduation. So we are going to show you the name of the graduates. We are going to be celebrating them as they come. We can clap our hands. We are not going to read out 800 names. You know, I'm under instruction to protect my VC. You know, I wanted to give 800 names to read there, but I decided no, I cannot punish it. But that was my opportunity anyway. This I'll get you one day. Right. So for this moment, we are going to show the names here. You are going to see your names there, and after that, I will call upon our dignitaries who are going to help us to issue out the scrolls. Our marketing team will be organizing the scrolls, and I will have you come forward, and we have our graduates come in that line. You are free to smile as much as you can. You know, you can say Palichi, you can say Magwinya. We want to see all those smiles as we get into this graduation. Are you ready? Just say to somebody, don't disturb me. This is my moment. Don't disturb me. This is my moment. Like this. That is the first word I learned when I came to Botswana, Java. That was the first one. And the other one was when I'm in a combi, I didn't know how to stop a combi. So it was very difficult. So I would listen to what other people are saying. So that how they stop the combi. So I used to hear people saying, "Where the most stop?" Which means you can stop at the bus stop. So I didn't hear it properly. To me, it was air mostopo. Right. So I was thinking there's air Botswana, air Namibia. Here there is air mostopo. That was what I used to think. I said air mostopo. Air mostopo. So I got to learn about it after some time that it's not air mostopo. It's air mostopo. Yeah. So this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Mr. Lisabo, please help us with that. Switch off the lights. Let's have that grand, all cameras focused on the board, and let's have the graduations, the list coming up. So this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Mr. Lisabo, please help us with that. Switch off the lights. Let's have that grand, all cameras focused on the board, and let's have the graduations, the list coming up. So this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Mr. Lisabo, please help us with that. Switch off the lights. Let's have that grand, all cameras focused on the noise during this session. The graduation background music coming, so you can clap hands as much as you can. So this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So there, switch off the lights. Let's have that grand, right hand during this session. The graduation background music coming, so you can clap hands as much as that is the list. So graduates, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So there, right hand shout. The graduation background music, so you can clap hands as much as that is the list. Graduates, this is the moment that so there, beautiful. Shout. That's not what it is. You can clap hands as much as congratulations. That's not what it is. You can clap hands as much as would like to become. Congratulations. That's not what it is. You can clap hands as much as would like to become. That's not what it is. You can clap hands as much That's not what it is. You can clap hands as much That's not what it is. You can clap hands That's not what it is. You can Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we are going to go to the smallest of the presentations, which is the certificate of attendance. There are only 30 graduates in this category, so they will be coming up on the screen just now. Certificate of attendance, online teaching and learning, pedagogy, and technology. Here are the graduates. Certificate of attendance, online teaching and learning, pedagogy, alphabetical order, and technology. Here are the graduates. Tuna Kote, certificate of attendance, discrepancy for them, online teaching and learning, pedagogy, alphabetical order, and technology. Here. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So now, I know somebody is about to start getting tired. Beautiful, beautiful. We are getting to that moment. We are getting there. We are just about to get there. But before we get there, I want to call upon one of our students to give us their testimonial, how they experienced this program, what was their experience, and how it transformed their experience as a teacher. Right? I wanted to use the word from the horse's mouth, but I was rebuked in some quarters. Somebody held me by the collar after the event. You were calling me a horse. So I decided, no, I'm not going to use that word. So it is my pleasure and honor, ladies and gentlemen, to call upon Mr. Tatayone Kwadi. Mr. Tatayone Kwadi.
Technology.
No, it works.
Director of ICT, Mem BU Vice Chancellor, Mariam and your board, distinguished guests, our lecturers, fellow graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives. My name is Tatayone Kwadi. I am member of cohort 1.
Oh, wow.
I'm from my secondary school.
Yeah.
We call ourselves Led High.
Yeah.
Because we aim higher.
Yeah.
I'm honored to stand before you and reflect on our journey through the online teaching and learning, pedagogy and technology course. When we embark on this journey, we're filled with anticipation and of course a bit of uncertainty. The world of online teaching and learning was new to many of us. I'm sure a lot of us had issues with laptops. I mean, I can see some from my school who I had to really push to join this course. And they kept on having many issues. They couldn't even log on.
However, through dedication, perseverance, and unwavering support of our lecturers, Mr. Pence and Mr. Banda, we have grown immensely. We've not only acquired knowledge, but we have also developed skills that will shape our future of education or the future of education in our country. In today's digital age, technology plays a crucial role in education. Our course has equipped us with the tools and techniques to effectively integrate technology into our teaching practices. We have learned to create engaging and interactive online learning environments that cater for diverse learning needs of our students.
Yes.
And I'm sure we're going to continue doing that. And as we've been offered, it is important for us not to stop where we have in terms of this particular course, but to continue enrolling in other courses to develop ourselves as teachers, to ensure that make both teaching and learning easy in our school.
Yeah.
This knowledge will enable us to make a positive impact on our students' lives. I'm a teacher of language, but I ensure that I use technology one or the other in my teaching. And my students know that technology makes our lives easy in our class. And I always encourage other teachers to do that in my school and my students to help other students. And I'm confident that early months in secondary school, we utilize technology, and it's helping us a great deal. One of the most rewarding aspects of this journey has been the community of built as teachers. Despite being in different cohorts and different schools, we have supported and inspired each other. As we're coming in, taking pictures, some of us here could recognize our fellow colleagues from our classes. Some of us were meeting for the first time. And I'm sure a lot of us have engaged online through WhatsApp calls. One of the challenging aspect of the course wasn't actually the course material, but the discussion. I'm sure a lot of us would agree with me. Where you have to discuss with so many people, sometimes you get lost in those discussions. I know for now, especially for those of us who have completed, we've been closed out. And Mr. Banda has said, they'll open it up for us after everybody has completed the course. I'm saying, can you please do it now or yesterday? Because we are losing touch with our fellow colleagues from different schools. So we need to open that platform so that we're able to engage while everything is still fresh. The path to graduation has not been without its challenges. Balancing work. For some of us in cohort 1, we completed, I think, around April. We're in the middle of the exam at school. We had to vigilate, we had to mark. It was quite challenging. Not only work, but family and studies. It required determination and resilience. However, these challenges have made us stronger and more adaptable. We have learned to navigate the complexities of online learning, and we have emerged more confident in our abilities. Those of us who couldn't even log on, because we're in our school, some of us from the first cohort, we're able to help those who came behind us, cohort 2 and cohort 3. And I'm happy to say that for my school, the bulk of graduates are from cohort 2. Yes. Because they had as we celebrate our achievement today, let us also look ahead into the future. The knowledge and the skills we have gained will serve as a foundation for our continued growth and success. We are now equipped to be leaders in the field of online teaching. At some point when I was struggling, I thought of quitting. But then something in me told me, you're a pioneer.
Yes.
If you quit, people behind you will find it easy to quit. Yeah. So we shouldn't quit. We are the first class of this marriage between Boto and the minister. And therefore, we should show everybody who's going to come behind us that it's possible we can do it. And it is our responsibility to use our expertise to make a difference in the lives of our students. Indeed, we will deliver the 21st century learner. Because we are 21st century educators. We will definitely do that. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Ministry of Education and Skills Development, our esteemed employer, for facilitating this invaluable training and empowering us with the skills to advance in the field of pedagogy and technology. By the way, my flex weight would be asynchronous. Okay. Finally, I'd like once again to express my heartfelt gratitude to Boto University, especially our lecturers, Mr. Banda and Mr. Pence. Sometimes I'll be struggling with connectivity. And the minute you connect, you see Mr. Banda's name on the screen, and you know you are late. Who have guided us and mentored us through this journey. Your dedication and passion for education, especially online learning and teaching and learning, have been truly inspiring. To our families and friends, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Sometimes you sleep at 2 o'clock. I mean, some of us are married. And they have to understand. We have our children from work, where you've spent the whole day with your students. So that was what I checked. Then you go home, you have to do assignment with your own children. And then you have to do your assignments. And you have to discuss with people across the country. But they nevertheless give us support. And to my fellow graduates, here present and online. Congratulations. We have achieved something remarkable and are proud to be part of this incredible pioneering group. Thank you and congratulations to cohort 1 and thank you very much.
Very beautiful speech. Thank you so much. We are very highly honored with the experience. One of the technocrats in the field of online learning, her name is Jane Bozak. She said, online learning is not the next big thing, it's the now big thing. So the paradigm shift is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. You remember the flex words: pedagogy, technology, inclusive learning, differentiated learning, personalized learning, inclusive technologies. Let's go and apply them. Right, not photosynthesis. So we are so honored. Now for the moment we've been waiting for, our graduation. We are going to call upon our marketing team to help us with the scrolls. And I'll call upon our Vice Chancellor and our Director, Mama Ngope, and Mr. Skar, please to come forward. I'll also call upon our 2 members of our council. Can you please go? Yes, of our board and council. Can you please do the honors? And I'll also call upon our PVC, People and Impact. So what we are going to do, we are going to come from this point. And we are going to come from this point. So what is going to happen is we are going to be giving you some scrolls, the certificates for those who we have not received them, especially those who are in cohort 2 and cohort 3. We are going to be sending those certificates through the normal structures. So we are giving you a scroll. We do have the certificates. If you have the patience of waiting in the queue, we will be more than happy to give you the certificate. But we were still going to distribute them through the ministry and the normal structures. The certificates are there and they are ready. But we are not going to be distributing them now. So we are going to ask you to come one by one in the way we are seated. Get your scroll, you walk again, come back to your seat. You can smile as much as you want. We'll be taking
Because I suddenly realized your banner was on that. Yeah.
So again, in the interest of time, we are not going to be calling out names. We just want you to come in that order. We'll be congratulating you one at a time. Smile as much as you can. We take your photos and then we take our seats.
Now you get home.
So this is how we are going to do it. We are going to start from here, and then that will be the best. So that you are going to
We have to start with the vice chancellor.
Yes, so we start like this, going like this. So she will be the first one. Come back, and then you go back to the seat. And then come back, go back to the seat. All right, the moment you have been waiting for.
That's not good. Thank you.
May I request that after you receive the scroll, wait for a minute, pause for a picture.
But so here's our sincere request. Let's pause for a moment so that we can.
Our photographers are here.
Our photographers are here.
So that they don't Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you in other programs. Watch the wire.
Just direct them.
Look forward to seeing you for more programs. Okay.
Congratulations.
Right, smile at the camera. Don't forget to look at the camera.
They don't know where the camera is.
So don't forget to look at the camera.
For more programs. And you can just go up that way. Thank you. Yeah, learning doesn't stop. If you can go up. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
See you at the next call. Hi, Mr. Ram.
Congratulations.
She's already said it. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Yes. See you at the next program of ours. Maybe we'll see you at both university graduation. Thank you.
This side?
It's this way, please. See you at the next course. Thank you. Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Collect our programs. Congratulations. Good luck. Good luck. See you for more programs. Thank you. Well done.
Wow, another round of applause for the graduates. Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations to all of you. Now, you're asking yourself, we have done this course at which university? You're probably asking yourself, we have done this course at which university, what next? Which university has a plethora of programs that you can progress to. And we assure you we can give you preferential treatment as you march into those programs. In fact, we are in a higher level discussions to come up with some specific accommodations for you to be able to join. We have a program called the Postgraduate Diploma in Educational Technology that specializes in exactly what we're teaching you. We go deeper into technology, deeper into pedagogy. You see, so it's going to be very exciting. We are more than happy, and we are definitely going to be in touch with you with more details pertaining to these programs. This is definitely not the end of the road. Okay, thank you so much. At this juncture, I'm going to call upon, so that a few things that are going to happen before we close the program, a few things. First, we are going to request to have a group photo. And for that group photo, we are going to go outside, but not now. I'll tell you when the time comes. We are going to go outside there, and then we will take a group photo. They are already taking the banners that side so that we are able to take very beautiful group, a group photo. And then after that, we are going to have breakfast. You see, I'm a colored, there are no languages. So don't go away from the photo shoot. We are going to go straight to, there is a pavilion right in front of a building called Sodilo building, the building that is facing Game City. Right in front of there, you're going to see a proper setup. We'll leave you there anyway. So we are going to have our breakfast there. So that is what is going to happen. So for now, it is my honor and privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to call upon Mr. Justin Sitari to give us the vote of thanks. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Like Rebanda said, my name is Justin Satar. I've been coordinating, or I'm coordinating this project for the Ministry of Education with the assistance of Honorable Rebanda. Vice Chancellor and your team, my director, Mamope, I greet you this morning. And you guys, you've been wonderful. I know the fights that we went through. But I think my duty here is to just say the vote of thanks. Maybe before I say the vote of thanks, I can say one or two words. But so, like I'm saying, it was war when we started this program, more especially for the first cohort. I really want to applaud the first cohort because that's where we were learning. That's where we were learning how to run this program. And I think quite a lot of things happened there, which made the next cohort better than what we had in the first cohort. I do want to applaud the first cohort for something that was new to us. We had just given a wonderful course, and we didn't know how to run through that course. And we just took people into that course, and there were so many challenges. And you know, for the first cohort, there were so many things that were happening during that time. There were programs, OBE, that were taking place then. There were a lot of activities that were happening in the schools when they were doing the course. And I really want to really appreciate your perseverance, first cohort. I'm not saying the other guys didn't do well, but first cohort, there was a lot that was happening in the schools then. It wasn't only the Boto course. There was many other programs that were taking place in the schools. And I really, really want to appreciate your perseverance, guys. But the most important thing that I would want to say to my fellow teachers, you know, I know what is happening more, and I know the challenges that you guys are going through. And I really want to appreciate your continued perseverance. But the most important thing is that we need to realize for professional development, it's for me, it's a personal thing. We should not be thinking for when I'm going through professional development, I'm developing myself for anybody else. I'm developing myself for myself. And that alone would open doors for you. I always want to give an example. Yeah, one guy who was my instructor when I was doing Coursera. I think some of you guys might have done it with Microsoft. Yeah, MIEE. The guy who was instructing me was actually, he initially started as a geography teacher in his country. He ultimately came to be the Microsoft manager for East and Southern Africa through personal development. Because I think if we are focused on our personal development, we should not just be looking at what we are doing within our schools. We should be looking at what we can do for the nation. You can be much bigger than the learners that you are focused with in your classroom. So let's take personal development as something that will help us to be better service providers going forward. You know, I think the most important thing is for us to not only look at what the Ministry of Education is giving you, the Costa, like Doctor was saying here, the VC, there are so many other courses that we can leverage on that can help us to be better teachers in our everyday deliverance of the curriculum. There are so many courses that we can do online. And I really want to thank Boto for coming forth. I know when we started this thing, we sat down with Boto and we told them what we wanted them to help us with when it comes to capacitating our teachers. But for me, what came out from that course was beyond my expectations. It is indeed a great, great course. And I know those who have gone through that course, they appreciate it very much. I know some of the teachers, when OBE started taking its course in the schools, they said to us, we want that course. It did help them. It's unfortunate that, you know, I think we tend to think that we are doing this thing for the employer. But for me, I believe we should look at it as doing this thing for ourselves. That way we can go far. But otherwise, I'm not expected here to make a speech. So thank you very much. Maybe firstly, you, the participants, your perseverance is the one that is bringing us here this morning. I really appreciate that perseverance. Even those who are online, I know there is quite a lot of sacrifice that you made. There is quite a lot of hard work that you put into this thing to make it a success. Thank you, the ministry, for the support that you gave us, myself and my colleague Mpo, when we were going through the challenges. I know Mpo would mostly in the evening say, now I'm switching off my phone because of the interactions that we are having with the teachers. And I know at times we frustrated you guys by just keeping quiet without saying anything to what you were discussing on platform, because I think at times we just found ourselves really overwhelmed. But ultimately you persevered. Thank you for that. But to university, you have been quite a wonderful partner in this road. Lelo and I know there were times when you were calling for things from us. We were not responding as quickly as you wanted us to respond, but you've always been patient. And it's amazing at times that you even called for this graduation. If it were not because of your perseverance, maybe we wouldn't be here this morning. We really appreciate your perseverance, not only in teaching our teachers, but also in making sure that you put things in place so that we appreciate our teachers. This is a great platform that I think we are having where we are appreciating our teachers. Thank you to our facilitators, Repens and Rebanda. For me, you are now more than just partners. You are a family, you are friends to me, you guys, because of the relationship that we've been having in the past 6 or so months. And I believe for going forward, we will have more opportunities of helping our beautiful nation. Thank you everyone who graced this event this morning, and thank you for those who are online. I really want to appreciate everything that has been happening this far. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sekari. We really appreciate. Thank you. We've now come to the end of our program. Just a few announcements. The first one is pertaining to the issues of certificates. I know people are itching to get their hands on their certificates. We are definitely going to be sending you those certificates through the ministry. So we send you the certificates through the ministry, you receive them. It will be an expedited process. You're going to get them as soon as possible. So we are handing over all your certificates to the ministry, and they will be distributed through the normal channels. The second announcement is that we are going to be going for a photo shoot. The stage has been set up for the photo shoot, so we can go. Please feel free after this to go around Uti University to appreciate our infrastructure, to take photos as well. Inquire more about our programs. We have different receptions where you can go to just get to know about Uti University. It's probably your first time here at Uti University, so you're more than welcome to go around and see our university. And last but not least, from the photos, we are going to go straight to the pavilion in front of our Tsodilo building for our breakfast. We have now come to the end of our program with a round of applause. And go for the photo shoot. Thank you so much.
Be careful with the wire.
Thank you so much for your attention. I think we'll be closing it here for today.